Yeah?
Yeah. Aliens Colonial Marines.
Oh, you got it then?
This was with my decent chunk of credit note. I was sitting there. I bought the 3 games, Alpha Protocol, Silent Hill, and Assassin's Creed, and I had 40 quid left over. And I looked up and I was like, "Aliens is there. I need to see it. I need to see this disaster." So I was like, "Stick it in." And yeah, I got it, and I started playing it last night, and fucking hell. Like the first hour and a half, I was just laughing constantly. I was in a great mood. It's so fucking shit that I just couldn't stop laughing. I went in, I'd read, I've seen all the GIFs, I've watched the videos, I've read the reviews. I knew this was not a good game, and everything I kept watching about it was making me laugh. So I was like, I just need to see it for myself. And the first mission just... Good Lord, I can't believe how bad it looks. I can't believe how bad the acting is. I can't believe how bad the story is. I can't believe how bad the animation is, the bugs, everything about it. Until the point where it started being a very, very long and arduous level where you're just shooting men with no AI for a long time. And I was like, oh. But I've just got to Hadley's Hope, and it started to look a little bit better, and it made me laugh another 4 or 5 times. The one brilliant bit where a fucking guy is like, his door slid open, and the guy was standing there, and then he freaked out a little bit, and then he booted forward, and the door slid back as if he'd somehow managed to kick the door shut by, it's fucking gleaming. I don't think I've ever laughed so much playing a game, so I don't regret playing it so far, but I did go to bed with a violent migraine, which I'm pretty sure it caused by basically looking like an N64 game. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to play it all.
I'm glad you can look at it like that. I mean, I'm just one of those people that was really looking forward to this, and a lot of people slated it, but I really liked the Aliens vs Predator from a couple of years ago. I mean, the original PC one from back in the day was superb, but I even liked the last one. I'll say this. People are going to think I'm joking when I say this, but I swear on my life this happened. During an action sequence in Colonial Marines, I fell asleep. I was not tired. It wore me down until I was out for probably about a minute, and then I woke up and there was aliens around. I was like, oh yeah, shit, I'm playing this game. Every single aspect of it is nondescript to such a ridiculous... It's baffling that it got released. It's baffling that... I don't understand what the hell's going on. I honestly don't understand. The dearth of imagination is staggering. One thing, I don't know if this is true with you, but it's a landmark for this, because it's completely linear. There's only ever one way to go. Sometimes there's little corridors that branch off and you'll find like a collectible at the end, but they're always dead ends.
Yeah.
You're always going one direction. There's also always NPCs leading the way. There's always NPCs to follow. I kept getting fucking lost.
Yeah, I got lost a bunch. Yeah.
How do you... But that's how bad the level design is.
But I'd be following the NPCs, and then they'd have teleported, sometimes up another level. They teleported up through a lift, through a section where there was an airlock problem where you couldn't walk through it, and they just fucking hell. I mean, it's one of the worst games I've ever played. Yeah,
I mean, it's baffling. I mean, there's a real... I mean, when magazines and websites do retrospectives of old games, they're always good old games. And I hope that everyone's feeling a little bit, I hope in a few years they do a really, really in-depth retrospective of this game to find out what the hell went wrong. Because there's more mysteries in this game than there are in the complete works of Agatha Christie. How did it... There's questions that I mean, the thing is, the thing that made me really upset about it is that the creators of the game know how fucked up it is and how rubbish it is, because when the game starts... It's action straight away, and you bring out your motion tracker, and as soon as you see that blip on the that there's an alien in the vicinity, I got a bit of a chill because I'm like, oh god, because I love aliens so much.
Yeah.
After a while, you stop getting the motion tracker out because the aliens aren't a threat. They just either jump at you or they run at you. You blindly fire them down and they're dead, or you melee them to death and the acid goes somewhere and you lose a tiny little bit of your shield.
Then you go and pick up a hat.
Yeah,
this endless collection of hats that you pick up.
And shoulder pads as well.
Yeah, got so many.
But after a while, because the aliens are not a threat to you, you stop bringing the motion tracker out. There's no point. But there still makes the noise. The noise still comes up, even if you not have it equipped. So they know that the thing is essentially useless, but they want to try and infuse it with a little bit of... and that's actually... Aliens vs Predator got that right, because it wasn't just relentless action. There's weapon upgrades. weapon upgrades. Why would you have put a silencer on a pulse rifle? What's the point? I mean, it's not like the aliens aren't going to rush you because that's all they can do. What is the point? It's the most harebrained idea I've ever. It's completely bizarre. Also,
you've got a pulse rifle and an assault rifle.
I know.
I swear that. What's the difference?
Well, the sound is different. Actually, with regards to the sound of the pulse rifle, when I saw this presented behind closed doors at E3, not last year, the year before, and Randy Pitchford was going basically nuts in front of us about how, he was so enthusiastic. And he did say, for the first time, we've got the official license to use the sounds of the pulse rifle, the actual official library sounds. We have access to those. And it was just like, I think everyone in that room sat back and thought, that is pretty fucking cool. I never want to hear that fucking sound as long as I live. It's like it drills into your head after all because it's just
horrible noise. The
combat doesn't stop. You walk into a room. When you stop after 25 minutes, human guys appear. It's just like, what's gone wrong? Everything's gone wrong. This is a diabolical video game, truly. And it just doesn't. When you die, the screen hangs on a black and white freeze frame for like 10 seconds, and you think it's crashed.
Yeah. There's that. That's really good. The fact that what I was enjoying about it when I was in basically just constant fits of laughter is that there's a lot of doors that slide open and you never know what you're going to get behind it. It's always a treat. Sometimes you'll get a reasonably well lit room with some eggs and some nice alien decals. Still looks like shit, but it's kind of cool. Some of the rooms are nice as it. Sometimes you just get blue in a box, and I was just so excited every time I got to a door to see, oh, please be something shit. And you walk out into a room and it's supposed to be like one of the sets from the movies. It's just a giant room with about 3 objects in it and then just some blue. And you're like, I cannot believe that you released this game. It's absolutely atrocious. I fucking paid for it.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot, but I'm enjoying myself. But I mean, if I'd gone in expecting it to be good or hoping it'd be good, Lord, I'd be absolutely devastated.
Yeah, but more than anything, it's just mystifying. I don't understand how it got to this point. I don't understand why they released it. I wonder what state it was, because it was originally supposed to be released last year. What state was it in back then?
Have you seen all the conspiracies going around at the moment with it being outsourced to Timegate, and some people are even saying that they used the money that they're supposed to spend on this on Borderlands? I mean, that's absolutely pure speculation from nowhere, but there's all sorts of funny stuff going around. Sega saying Gearbox definitely made it. Gearbox are saying they didn't make the campaign. All this sort of stuff.
Yeah, that's why I want a really, really in-depth, fierce retrospective in a couple of years, because the whole way through I was just like, how did this happen? But not only just a misunderstanding of the property. How can you have an Aliens game and then it's just you're fighting human beings half of the time, and just the shooting is fucking unsatisfying. Using the iron sights. You can't even get accurate. You can't shoot accurately. It doesn't allow you to do it because everything keeps waving around, and you can't upgrade the accuracy of the weapons or anything. And something completely blew my mind. There's a lot of things that the Alien movies did right, specifically Alien and Aliens, rather than the third and the fourth one. But just through sheer technique, they managed to disguise the fact that the aliens were actors in rubber suits.
Yeah.
Here, the aliens look like men in suits. How did that? I mean, with all of the trickery and stuff that the video game developers have, the fact that they look like men in suits it blows my mind.
They're so shit. The amount of times I've had one run up to me, wave at me, then run away, then run up a wall, and then come back, and then I'd shoot it in the head. Fucking idiots. I'm looking forward to that bit later on that you see with the old men aliens that just stumble about. I can't wait.
That doesn't make any sense. I mean, admittedly, that's after I fell asleep, so I zoned out a little bit, but you're walking around this area and you can't make any noise, and as soon as you make a noise, these aliens that have this yellow glow wake up.
I haven't got to that bit yet. I'm excited about that bit.
Have a look. I had completely zoned out by that point, so I don't know what the explanation is that aliens sleep sort of and then they go yellow and then they can't see you. I mean, I don't know what the fuck that set piece is all about. Actually, I will say one thing. I don't know is it a spoiler? There's one.
Nobody cares. Everybody's already spoiled the whole game online. It's just a big joke.
One solitary moment in the campaign was absolutely fantastic, which is where you're basically sprinting from a massive. I think it was an alien queen, or it's one of those hybrids. It's a hybrid or something. But it's this massive thing chasing you, and you are breaking down doors with your repair tool. What would you call it? Like a welding thing.
Yeah.
breaking through doors and then sealing them up behind you, and then breaking through another set of doors, and then while this alien is bashing through. And it's so tense, such a brilliant idea, and it stuck out like a sore thumb. There's nothing else to recommend the campaign. That was a single highlight. It's an absolute catastrophe. It's unbelievable, an unbelievable game. Have you played the multiplayer yet?
No, I can't wait.
I've tried it. I mean, I always get a bit sceptical when reviews come out early and people talk about the multiplayer being really good, because there's not really a properly adequate time to have tested it. I mean,
No.
preview events occasionally, but that, that's not. There are sort of other factors in place that could sort of lead that to not be a legitimate representation of the game. And I've played it online. I played a few games. It's just pretty damn shoddy. I mean, the thing is that, obviously, I'm playing. It's out in America now, so when I played it, I was playing against Americans, and I just couldn't get a kill. When I was an alien, I thought, God, the soldiers are really unbalanced, and the aliens are useless. And then when I was a Marine, it was the same thing. I just couldn't get a kill when I was getting hammered. But that might have more to do with lag than anything else. But it just looks dull. The game types are pretty uninspired. It just, the whole package. What a car accident!
I can't describe it any better. Yeah. It's one of the few games that I've played that's so bad it's good, but then it gave me a horrible headache, and there was a large chunk in the middle of my session which wasn't good in any way, shape or form. But I'm going to play it more.
Well, I'd be fascinated if it doesn't try your patience, because it is a fascinating game, and in some strange, perverse way, I think that people playing it is not something I'd dissuade, because I can't even think of a game I can compare it to. Just how shoddy it looks in every department, how shoddy it feels, how it's just a complete and utter travesty and misunderstanding of the property. It beggars belief in every possible way. Yeah. So if you see it for £1, go ahead. If you see it any more than that, for God's sake,
fucking get it for £1 all day. Proper belly laughs on my own last night at different points. Oh, there was one other bit which was fucking amazing. I can't even remember. But, yeah, I kept having to pause it. I was texting people. It was so funny.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, because I didn't. I mean, the litmus test is going to be when our mutual friend Zeno picks it up, because I said, don't buy it. I'm telling you, it's absolutely god-awful in ways that you can't even imagine. He's still going to get it, because he's the biggest aliens freak in the world. So
yeah, he's not nicknamed after an alien. That is his real name as well.
Yeah, indeed. So if he likes it, there's a chance that he might like it, and that I'll be interested to sort of grill him about that.
It's much worse than the aliens level he made on Little Big Planet. Much worse.
No, there's no doubt about it. But that was amazing. So
yeah, it was.
Even if you thought Aliens versus Predator was pretty good, and I thought it was pretty good, maybe even at junctures, very
it's so
good.
much better than this game.
Yeah.
So much better.
It's. I'd say I'm speechless, but obviously I'm anything but. But it is an unbelievable piece of work. Yeah?
Yeah. Aliens Colonial Marines.
Oh, you got it then?
This was with my decent chunk of credit note. I was sitting there. I bought the 3 games, Alpha Protocol, Silent Hill, and Assassin's Creed, and I had 40 quid left over. And I looked up, and I was like, "Aliens is there. I need to see it. I need to see this disaster." So I was like, "Stick it in." And yeah, I got it, and I started playing it last night, and fucking hell. Like the first hour and a half, I don't think I've ever laughed so much playing a game, so I don't regret playing it so far, but I did go to bed with a violent migraine, which I'm pretty sure it caused by basically looking like an N64 game. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to play it all.
I'm glad you can look at it like that. I mean, I'm just one of those people that was really looking forward to this, and a lot of people slated it, but I really liked the Aliens versus Predator from a couple of years ago. I mean, the original PC one from back in the day was superb, but I even liked the last one. I'll say this: people are going to think I'm
till the point where it started being a very, very long and arduous level where you're just shooting men with no AI for a long time, and I was like, oh. But I've just got to Hadley's Hope, and it started to look a little bit better, and it made me laugh another 4 or 5 times. The one brilliant bit where a fucking guy his door slid open, and the guy was standing there, and then he freaked out a little bit, and then he booted forward, and the door slid back as if he'd somehow managed to kick the door shut. It's fucking gleaming. I was just laughing constantly. I was in a great mood. It's so fucking shit, that I just couldn't stop laughing. I went in, I'd read, I've seen all the GIFs, I've watched the videos, I've read the reviews. I knew this was not a good game, and everything I kept watching about it was making me laugh. So I was like, I just need to see it for myself. And the first mission, just, good lord, I can't believe how bad it looks. I can't believe how bad the acting is. I can't believe how bad the story is. I can't believe how bad the animation is, the bugs, everything about it.
I'm joking when I say this, but I swear on my life this happened. During an action sequence in Colonial Marines, I fell asleep. I was not tired, it wore me down until I literally, I was out for probably about a minute, and then I woke up and there was aliens around. I was like, oh yeah, shit, I'm playing this game. Every single aspect of it is nondescript to such a ridiculous... It's baffling that it got released. It's baffling that... I don't understand what the hell's going on. I honestly don't understand. The dearth of imagination is staggering.